YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of player reviews, we're going to go ahead and check out the new Magic Nights Evolution card for none other than Marcus Rashford. Rashford is an 85 rated card. He has the controlled acceleration type, right footed with 5-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. Now we do see a bit of versatility with the card, which is always really nice to see. He can play the left mid, striker, and left wing positions. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card has the potential to be one of the most OP cards in FC25. The technical side to his game looks really good. The physical side might lack a little bit in terms of strength and aggression, but for 50,000 coins, if you can pick him up off of the market, I think that he's going to be a perfect option for the evolution. Now he does have 89 pace overall with 87 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. Whether you play him out wide or at the striker position, I do expect him to be very quick in game. He does also have the quick step playstyle, which is a really nice bonus. Now the ADA shooting is going to be a huge part to his game. He's one of the very few players on the list that you can go ahead and evolve that does have a playstyle plus. And the playstyle plus that he does have, boys, is probably one of the most OP ones in the game at the moment, the power shot. Alongside the power shot playstyle plus, he does also have 86 attacking positioning and 85 finishing. So the finishing in and around the box should be quite consistent. 98 shot power for the card. I mean, I think that he's going to have one of the best power shots in the game. And whether you play him out wide or in a more central position, the only real letdown for the card in terms of scoring is the fact that he does have the 3-star weak foot. So you will have to force it a little bit more onto his right foot, maybe be a little bit more creative in the final third. Now, if you do want to go ahead and play him as a left mid, left wing, the 79 passing and 82 dribbling are going to be two really important stats for the card, because down that left hand side, not only do you want him to score a lot of goals, but you also want the chance creation to be there. And with the stats that he does have, it might be lacking a little bit. I don't expect his passing to be anything too crazy in game, but you should be able to still get the job done with him. Now the 82 dribbling is going to be a really interesting stat to go ahead and test out. 82 dribbling for the card is pretty good, but he does only have 79 agility and 69 bounce, so he isn't going to be very smooth on the ball. It's really nice that he does have the 5-star skill moves. Maybe that's going to add a little bit more going forward, but I mean, if you want to go ahead and give him the engine chem style or like the finisher chem style, those would be two really good options. And then last but not least, boys, in a stat that does let the card down just a little bit, his 68 physical. Now he does only have 72 stamina. If you do play him at the striker position, might not be that big of an issue, but out wide, I think that he can maybe last 60-70 minutes. And then he does also have 69 strength and 55 aggression, so not going to be the strongest of players on the ball, but he should be a very jammy player in game. Now in terms of playstyles, he does have 5 different playstyles: the power shot playstyle plus, technical flair, quick step, and trivela. With the evolution, whichever player you end up using, they do get the trivela playstyle, which is an okay addition for the card. And with his player roles, there is a bit of variety going forward with the card. He does have 3 player role pluses. You can use him as an inside forward, as a poacher, and then also as an advanced forward, depending on the position that you want to play him in. And as you guys know, the cost of the evolution is 50,000 coins, so it is going to be very interesting to see whether or not it's worth picking him up. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is the team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Rashford card. We're going to be playing him at both the striker and left mid positions in the 4-5-1 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Rashford Evolution card. I must say, I'm actually really excited to test him out. We don't know who we're coming up against, thank you EA. But yeah, man, the plan in game number 1 is to go ahead and incorporate him at the striker position as that advanced forward. And as a striker, I honestly just want to try to get him in behind and test out the finishing as much as possible. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, he doesn't have the greatest of agility and balance, a bit of a bigger build as well. He is 6'1", and yeah, boys, on the ball, he does feel quite clunky. And because he does feel a little bit more clunky on the ball, I think that it's best to just try to get him in behind, use that pace as much as possible. Little LB pace boost right there with the quick step playstyle. That's really nice. Power shot, 5-star weak foot. If my aim was a little bit better, boys, maybe. Now, as you guys know, they did go ahead and nerf the LB pace boost, so it's not going to be as effective, but with the quick step playstyle, it is still really good to go ahead and use. That's good from Gravenberch. We're keeping the pressure up very early on in this game. It kind of looks like he's playing with like a double pivot, so we're going to have to try to drill it through the middle. Rashford, a little bit of left stick dribbling right here. That's good, boys. There goes that acceleration boost. Power shot with his weak foot. A decent attempt. Now, we're not going to have many opportunities to where we can test out his power shot in the way that I want to. So we're just going to go ahead and try this little tactic. Alaba. Hello, Rashford, go for the shot. It's a lovely finish, boys. That is exactly what we need him to do. As that advanced forward in the 4-5-1 formation, we need the attacking, positioning, and finishing to be top-notch. That's a really good start to the game. I think we got a little bit of space down this right-hand side. Rashford is making that run. I'm going to go for a cross diagonal. Just try to get him in behind. Rashford win the header. The physical side to his game. The physical side to his game is probably going to lack a little bit. Yeah, this guy is quite defensive at the moment. He's kind of playing, I don't know, man. There's a big gap between like his attack and his midfield. Chouameni, Dalo. We got a little bit of space down this right-hand side. Chiesa. Just going to try to drill it into Rashford. Lovely first touch. 5-star weak foot. In off of the post, man. That is such a good finish. Rashford again. Just a little bit of hold-up play right here. Left stick dribbling. It's not bad, boys. He does have the technical play style, so I would probably recommend the R1 dribbling as much as possible. Nice cut back. Rashford touch on the power shot. That's my bad, boys. That's my bad. Really good football right there, but we should be scoring. Felix, nice. Rashford. I'm going to use that run of Bellingham as a decoy. R3 touch into a power shot. I thought he was going to hit it with his left foot, but he's hit it with his right foot. Again, boys, that R3 touch into a power shot is so good to go ahead and use. Now, we do have a corner in the 78th minute. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play a short. And maybe just go ball roll Trivela. Test out the Trivela a little bit more. Rashford. It is a little bit further out. Good shake to it. Oh, boys, his long shots are cracked. His long shots are absolutely cracked. The power shots are so good. The ball roll Trivela is very good as well. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far so good. Now in game number 2, we're going to continue playing him at the striker position. We are coming up against Rafael Leao, Smith, Nico Williams, Thuram, Hamsik, another really good team. But yeah, man, for 50,000 coins, I think that it is a great evolution to go ahead and complete. It definitely reminds me a little bit of like the Finisher Evo from last year, maybe even like the Centurions Evo. Yeah, he's going to track back with that Rodman quite a bit, isn't he? Rashford, test out the passing a little bit more. A simple through ball into Joao Felix, that's nice. And I feel like for the most part, if you do run him as a left mid, the passing isn't too bad. Alaba. I got to be careful with Alaba. I accidentally did a tactical foul with him. Rashford, we do have him on the overlap. I'm going to try to go for a swerve pass. That's really nice right there. Felix, look for the cutback. Rashford, heel chop, LB pace boost. There's a lot of bodies back right there, but a decent play forward. Oh, what a tackle from Bellingham. It's been a little bit of like a slow start to the game, boys. Rashford, again, a little bit of hold-up play right there. Over the top through ball into Felix. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by how good his passing's been. Gravenberch, what a tackle that is. Rashford, power shot on the volley. Marcus Rashford, boys. I'm telling you, that R3 touch into a power shot is so difficult to defend against. I don't just want to spam power shots, but I might have to. Oh, that over the top through ball is great, boys. Chiesa with the Trivela, just wide. It's nice to see, though, that from a central position, you can also create a lot of chances with him. Now, do we have time for one more attack, boys? We need 1 minute added on. Come on, EA. Rashford, first time over the top through ball. That's lovely, boys. It doesn't get much better than that. Felix just took a little bit too long to release the shot, but again, another really good over the top through ball. Through the middle. Rashford, lovely first touch. And again. Keep going, keep going. Rashford, nice. I'm going to go for a finesse shot. It's just wide, boys. It's just wide. A really good attempt. The attacking positioning has been so good. But we should be scoring in that situation. 3-star weak foot, letting him down just a little bit. Rashford keeping it very close. That's nice. Back 2. Touch. Finish. That's great, boys. That is great, man. A nice little 1-2 between him and Joao Felix, and then a lovely finish upper 90. All right, boys, here we are jumping into our final game using Rashford. Now, in our final game, we're going to be using him as an inside forward in the left mid position. Now, as that inside forward, when we do attack down this right-hand side, he is going to pick up a pretty central position. So let's just see if we can maybe cut it back to him. Gravenberch, nice. Bellingham, beautiful. Rashford, very central position. Little step over. I'm going to go near post Trivela. It's a lovely finish, man. Those little pockets of space that he's been picking up have been exquisite. And once you get him into that position, a very clinical player, man, especially with the finisher chem style. Nice. He hasn't really tracked that run with Malo Gusto, so we'll go over the top. Rashford, man, down this left-hand side seems to be very effective as well. We'll test out a cross. It's a decent ball, man. A decent ball into Joao Felix. Good from Bellingham. Rashford. I'm just going to drill it through the middle. Decent pass into Felix. A little bit of hold-up play. That's good, man. Should get ourselves an assist. Beautiful, man. His passing, again, very accurate. And as that left mid in the 4-5-1 formation, it's really important that you have that balance. He's tracked it. He's tracked it. We'll call him short. Alaba. Rashford. R3 touch. 3-star weak foot. Beautiful, boys. That's so good. That little R3 touch to just pop it over the center back's foot and hit another power shot is incredible. 5-star skill moves. Rashford touch. Power shot on the volley. I mean, that was never going to go in. LB pace boost. Rashford. Nice. 5-star skill moves. Back onto his right foot. Near post. The dribbling was great right there, boys. Really didn't feel like the lower agility or balance. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Marcus Rashford Evolution card in a few games of Division Rivals, and easily one of the best options for the Evolution. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the finisher chem style. And with the finisher chem style, man, a very clinical player going forward. So whether you play him at the striker position or out wide with the power shot playstyle, plus he can easily bag you so many goals. If you are maybe a little bit worried about out his pace, you can always go ahead and give him a chem style for that. But with the quick step playstyle, I think that his pace in game was still really nice. The Hunter chem style could be a pretty decent option for the card. I mean, it's going to be very close to maxing out his acceleration and sprint speed. But for me personally, boys, I think that the finisher is a little bit better to really help out with the agility and balance, because in game he does have a bit of a bigger build. So without that extra boost in agility and balance, it is a little bit more difficult to use the left stick dribbling. The passing for the most part was a pretty decent stat, nothing too crazy right there, but I think that you can most definitely get the job done if you do want to use him as a left mid. Down that left hand side, I think that there's a lot of variety with the way that you can attack with the card, because he does have the 5-star skill moves as well. In those more advanced positions, because he does have some pretty decent passing stats, I think that he can also create a lot of chances, which is really important this early on in the game. And then last but not least, boys, the 68 physical. Now, I will say it is a bit of a letdown for the card. He does only have 72 stamina. So if you do want to use him as a left mid, maybe he can last 70-80 minutes and then he is in need of a super sub. But if you do play him up top and you maybe pair him with like a smaller, more agile type of striker, I think that that would bring a lot of balance to the team and he can most definitely thrive in that position. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card like an 8.8 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at both the striker and left mid positions. He does have that OP meta type of feel to him, especially with the quick step playstyle and the power shot playstyle plus. The only real letdown for the card, in my personal opinion, boys, is the fact that he does have the 3-star weak foot. So you are a little bit more reliant on his right foot. But as you guys saw in some of those highlights, I mean, the finishing with his left foot, I mean, you can still score a lot of goals with him. Now, out of all the players that you can go ahead and use in the evolution, I do think that Marcus Rashford is probably your best option. Correa looks like a really good option for the Evo, and then also Donyell Malen. So if you guys do want to see another player review on a different player, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, man, for 50,000 coins, I think that it is a really good investment to go ahead and pick up Marcus Rashford. You're getting a player with a lot of versatility, the power shot playstyle plus, we all know how effective that is this year. And if I'm being completely honest, man, if this card was like an SBC or if you could purchase him off of the market, I think that he would easily be more than 100,000 coins. So for me personally, boys, a really good value evolution. If you can pick him up off of the market, I would highly recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.